Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for the latest episode of Inside Wofford Golf, brought to you by the South Carolina Election Commission. I'm Wyatt Street, filling in for our usual host, Tom Henson, and I'm joined by Wofford head women's golf coach, Angie Ridgeway. Angie, as always, thank you for joining.
Thank you.
And we're excited to talk about, the spring slate, a full spring slate almost done and in the books for you. 2 tournaments left, including the SoCon Championship. But when you look at what you've already done so far in the spring, several tournaments already done, how would you assess the spring so far? Some of the ups, some of the downs, but what have you seen in terms of maybe growth, improvement, et cetera?
I think it has been an interesting spring. I would say probably what I think of most is that we're on the right trajectory. We had a slow start. But we seem to be in a bit of a sweet spot now, so I'm hoping it lasts for a couple more weeks, and we'll go see what we can do at SoCon. But, the last couple weeks have been pretty good.
Absolutely, and one of those last 2 tournaments, the Low Country Intercollegiate, which we're fortunate enough to host down in Hilton Head, Moss Creek Golf Club every season. Just to touch on that a moment, how special is it to be able to host that tournament each year down there in Hilton Head? What does it mean for the program? Hilton
Head and Moss Creek are definitely pretty special locations, and it's like going home when we go. I think we've been doing it for 15 years, and so it truly feels like a home event. And we fill that tournament up every year because people just love going to Hilton Head. So that is special, and for us this year, it is some of the hardest golf we play all spring. And this year we put ourselves in contention and had a chance, really, we felt like, to win the tournament. Ended up 3rd, so it was good. We had a top 3, but highlight really was Lily Horn's 2nd place finish. She played great.
And that's actually where I was going next. Lily getting that runner-up. Just, what did that do for her? What did that mean for her? And just how proud were you of her to be able to? She didn't quite get the win, but to knock on that door.
Yes, I think I'm most proud that Lily was able to stay present. She, in the past, when she's had opportunities to get those top 3 finishes or perhaps get the win, she's maybe pressed just a little bit in the final round, and that has been a bit of a downfall. But at the Low Country, she stayed present the whole 3rd round and posted another good score and was just solid. She did not lose the tournament. She got beat, but she finished 2nd. She played great golf.
And more great golf followed. Mimosa Hills Intercollegiate, your most recent tournament, a 1-5 just total team victory. Just how would you assess that team play and what that tournament was like?
It was a total team effort, and you know what? That's what it takes, because you got to put 4 scores together every day, and so I'm really proud that we were able to put scores together and make it happen. Bella Kent led the way, just played great golf for 3 days, and super proud to see her get a win. And the other most consistent golfer that week was Maggie Jackson, who also had a top 10. But again, you don't get a team win from 2 players. It takes all 5, and we had that total team effort and came away winners. That was fun. And
challenging conditions, of course. A 2-day tournament. The first day with the 2 rounds had some delays and stoppages. Unfortunately, yet another tournament. You've been impacted by the rain and the weather, but you were able to actually get it all in this time, thankfully. But how much of a challenge did that present to the group, and how were you able to really kind of overcome that to still be able to get that win?
Yeah, I think we had in the second 18 on day 1, a 36-hole day. That 2nd round, we had about an hour or so of stoppage, about midway through that round. And it was a little bit of an energy sucker to have to sit and wait that out. I think it stalled out a couple of our players when we went back out, but thankfully not everyone. And so we came away from that day still in okay shape. But it's been a challenging spring weather-wise, but it's been that way for everyone in the Southeast.
That's right. And Bella, though, one of the ones, as we already touched on, she's able to stay with it. She's leading after day one. Going into the final round that she's got a chance. She's not the chaser this time, being chased by everybody, and she holds firm and gets her first career win after knocking on the door a couple of times. Just how special was that moment for her?
Yeah, fantastic. I was so proud of her. And I think that, as I said to her several times, when she had chances and ended up maybe finishing second or third, keep knocking because your time's coming. And she was able to stay patient, and honestly, she just was so present and in the moment all day, never got ahead of herself. I was so proud of her for doing that and pulling off the win.
Now we look ahead, a couple more tournaments you got coming up, a two-round event up in Knoxville, Tennessee, hosting that, and then it's the SoCon Championship to kind of finish things off. Just as you've mentioned, upward trajectory, kind of playing some of your best golf of the year at the right time, I would say. Just, what do you think you'll be able to take into these last two events from coming off a win and back-to-back top three results?
I think my hope is that we recognize that we're starting from scratch again when we tee it up on Monday at Tennessee. And that's not a bad thing. Yeah. I think, we've got a chance to go prove we can play with a super competitive field and do something good. We've got some great momentum, so I think we're looking for something good to happen there and to carry on as we head to SoCon and again recognize we've got some depth and just go play the kind of golf we know we can play.
And to kind of preview that Southern Conference Championship, a new place this year down in West Columbia. It used to be at Moss Creek and Hilton Head, so
right.
Now new course, new location, and always a competitive conference field.
Very.
So what can we expect going into that? Of course, competitive golf, but then of course, how are you adjusting this year with it being a new location?
Well, it's interesting that we are going to a fantastic facility called Salina Golf Club in West Columbia, and before it was decided to be the host of our championship, I was able to see it, and it's amazing. It is a true championship course. I think it will be difficult, but I think it will be fair. And our conference is so deep on the women's side when it comes to women's golf, and I think it's anybody's ball game. So I hope we can just go down there and take it one day at a time and just play our best golf from day to day and see what happens in the end.
Yeah, really excited to get that going, and hopefully we can compete and bring something home, especially with that upward trajectory. And
yeah.
One last question for you before we get out of here. As the season's coming to a close, I think it's only proper we highlight the seniors.
Sure.
Three seniors that have been a part of this program for several years and left an impact. Taylor Birch, Maggie Jackson, and Regina Parra transferring in for the last 2 years. Just what have they meant to Wofford, the greater community, and this women's golf program?
Wow.
Loaded question, I know.
that is a lot. Those three, I tell you what, golf-wise, they've been a key part of our lineup for a couple of years now. Maggie, for that matter, from the time she came in as a freshman and first started. But they've all been a key part of our lineup. And I can't say enough about what they've meant to our team culture. And that will be missed. They're just fantastic individuals. And so they mean so much to me and to our team, and we'll miss them. But they're going to go on and do some pretty big things. So they represent Wofford well, and I couldn't be more proud of them.
Seems like they've, to your point on the culture, seems like they've left a lasting impact that those returners next year will still carry everything they've learned with them, right?
Yeah, they sure will.
Well, that's always exciting, and seems like the future is going to be incredibly bright for Wofford Golf, but not before a strong finish to this season. As always, Angie, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Wyatt.
I'm Wyatt Street, and this has been Inside Wofford Golf with Coach Angie Ridgeway, brought to you by the South Carolina Election Commission.